Hi everyone, I'm Rory Barnes, lead developer VPLanet. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install and run VPLanet on your local machine. To begin, we first need to talk about the prerequisites you'll need to install and run VPLanet. The first requirement is to install a C compiler, since VPLanet is written in C. The next requirement is a command line interface. On Linux boxes and Macs, this is just the terminal window, while on Windows you'll need to have the command prompt or PowerShell window to run VPLanet. For Windows users, however, we do strongly recommend running VPLanet on the Windows subsystem for Linux, which is available for free from the Microsoft Store. To run the support scripts, however, you will need to install Python, and we recommend using the Anaconda distribution. Note that VPLanet was developed for Python versions 3.6 through 3.10, but it should work on more recent distributions as well. Note that if you've already installed Python, there could be conflicts between your existing packages and the dependencies of VPLanet. And finally, the last thing you'll need, of course, is a text editor to modify the input files and the Python scripts. We're big proponents of VS Code, which is a free package that includes a lot of great features that will help you generate the input files and scripts you need to both run and analyze your VPLanet simulations. Okay, let's now talk about downloading and installing VPLanet. First, a reminder that the code, the examples, and the documentation are all located on the Virtual Planetary Labs GitHub site. You can download and install VPLanet one of two ways. First, you can use pip. If you're familiar with Python, you probably already know about pip. To install this way, just run the command pip install vplanet. The other method is to clone the Git repository and then compile the code from source. The pip command is easiest for users who are not interested in developing the code. Pip installs precompiled executables of vplanet on your local machine, so you'll be able to immediately run vplanet as well as vplot, vspace, multiplanet, and bigplanet. Furthermore, you can use pip to upgrade the software as new versions are released. If you're interested in developing the code or just want to have a local copy of it, you should clone the repository instead. You'll need to clone each of the 5 repositories and install them. To install, you'll just need to run the command python setup.py install to create the executables and place them in your path. So now that you've installed vplanet, how do you run it? Well, once it's installed, it's trivial. Simply go to a directory that contains input files and then execute the command vplanet primary input file. There are a few options that are listed here that I'll discuss in the next slide. The input file is the primary input file, which we usually call VPL.in. Finally, let's discuss the command line options. The -v option tells vplanet to print everything to the screen, which means just about everything to do with reading input files, verifying options, progress reports on the simulation, etc. The -q or quiet option is the inverse. Setting this option suppresses all text output. Note that the -v and -q options override an input file option called iverbose that allows users to set the verbosity level to one of 6 different settings. The lowercase h option is the short help, which prints one-line descriptions of each option and output. On the other hand, the -H option is the long help, which displays a detailed and formatted description of the options and outputs. We use the -H option to generate the online documentation. All right, that concludes these instructions on installing and running vPlanet. For more information on the code, please refer to the documentation or check out some of the other videos. So with that, I'll wrap it up and wish you good luck simulating those habitable worlds.